That was a nice break.
Yeah, it's like we learn as much on break as we do on set.
Guys, we're live.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, in this segment, we're going to talk about pedestrian road rules. Now, everyone should know these rules in order to be safe. One thing I'm sure you know is that pedestrians facing a green signal can cross the road within a marked or unmarked crosswalk, unless the sole green signal is a turn arrow. So what else do we know?
well, pedestrians aren't allowed to start crossing the street on a don't walk signal or a wait signal. But if they're already partially across when the don't walk signal or wait signal does come on, they can proceed to a sidewalk or safety island.
yeah, but we can't rely on the signal, though. I've noticed that pedestrians try to hurry and catch the tail end of a walk signal, or they just don't care what the signal says and think they can judge for themselves when to cross.
As professional drivers, though, we must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians crossing the road in a crosswalk if there's no traffic control signal. We also have to yield when the pedestrian is on the half of the road that we're traveling on, or when they're approaching so closely from the opposite half of the road that they'd be in danger if they stop.
However, pedestrians must yield the right of way to us if they're crossing at a place other than in marked crosswalk or in an unmarked crosswalk at an intersection.
And pedestrians aren't allowed to suddenly leave a curb and proceed into our path so close that it's impossible to yield.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they won't do that. They aren't always aware of the rules. In fact, most of the time, they think that we have to yield to them no matter what.
Right. So that's how scanning the environment can help prevent pedestrian accidents. When you constantly look around, you have more time to react.
And remember, it's a good idea to warn pedestrians with a friendly tap of the horn if you think that they're too close or thinking about crossing in front of you. It seems impossible that they wouldn't be aware of a huge school bus, but it happens. So, what are some of the most common types of pedestrian accidents? Well, here's one. The mid-block dart out.
Oh yeah, the mid-block dart out. Not much you can do about that, right?
Well, we've been saying it all along. You have to constantly look around, even in places where you don't think you'll encounter a hazard. I always say, expect the unexpected.
Well, how about this one? The intersection dash. People thinking they have enough time to cross in front of you, but they don't. I always make sure I cover my brake in pedestrian areas, especially at intersections.
Turning and merging can definitely cause pedestrian accidents. That's why it's so important to rock and roll in your seat, to see around your blind spots. You have to check your mirrors and recheck them again halfway through your turn.
There could also be something obstructing your view at a crosswalk, or another vehicle could be blocking a pedestrian who's coming your way.
Bus stops are another common area where pedestrian accidents happen.
Oh, I got one. Backing is another common cause of pedestrian accidents. That's why I only back when absolutely necessary, and I haven't backed up once without a spotter.
You know, one thing I remember is that keeping your windshield clean can help prevent pedestrian accidents. And it's so simple. The dirt and debris on your windshield causes glare and reduces visibility, which makes it harder to see pedestrians. So just clean your windshield.
Well, let me run clean up and cover one more. How about at the school when kids try to squeeze between the line of buses?
I almost forgot about that one. Buses usually line up and leave at the same time. But if you leave a big enough gap, kids will slip through and they could get hit by a car or another bus. So remember to park as close as you can to the bus in front of you.